All right, everyone. We are back with the next episode of the Raiders Rambles. I am Jolt, your chief host of the show, and today there has been a bit of a sweeping change. Avira, our now no longer co-host, has stepped down from the show officially, effective today. And so, with that, I am pleased to announce my new co-host, Noble.
Yay, I got upgraded.
Well, if you wanted a salary package,
I
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
Mhm.
it's like you go into work and like, oh, I got a promotion. Whoa, what does it entail? Bummer. More work, more responsibilities,
yes.
more.
More responsibility, same pay.
Honestly, it'd be a lot easier if we had like a little room we all had to go into because I'd just upgrade all the fucking audio gear because half the time it's like shit.
Oh, I feel that. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
feel that.
Have we been
Much.
live for an hour?
No, no. No, we can read that. Like, it's like, yeah, I'm totally reading it right.
I mean, because for me it says like we've been live for 3 hours and 5 minutes already. It's the counter, not. I don't know.
Okay, so
Ah,
it's just a glitch.
Yep.
StreamYard, get your act together. Damn yous. You're not worth anymore. Nah, that's all right. That's okay. With all this, it's a season of sweeping change, so it's all good. We'll just redo everything from the, burn it all down and do it all from the ground up,
Quite literally.
which is fine. But alas, in saying that though, I do like to wish if you're a good, all the best going forward. So there you go. Regardless, the show must go on, and the show shall go on because there is no break from this crazy world we're living in.
And the
And
and the show shall be fun.
indeed. And to make it all fun are the two compatriots who will be joining me, starting off with Gil.
I always love. I always. Fuck. I'm always happy to be back over here too. Always a fun chance to talk shit because I mean that's one thing everybody loves is a good shit talking, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And joining us also is on the panel we have Azzy.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's doing all right.
Indeed, indeed. It's good to have you back here. As
Oh yeah.
always. As always. So, despite all this, let's get started with what we have to share with you for the week. All right. Now, starting off, we have this.
Head of Visa
Head of
Japan proudly admits to bullying retailers into censorship, all in the name of brand protection.
Good luck.
EU head of Visa Japan, huh? Oh boy.
I mean, as a general rule, like payment processors like this have been kind of doing the same thing with and it's not just in Japan, but in other parts of the world, they're like they'll revoke payments for whatever it is if you're out of line with something in the way you behave.
Hey, I mean, like at least we know Johnny Somali would be dirt poor there.
Oh yeah, no, he's not getting out of Korea for the longest time, and
Yeah.
you know what's
Oh
so
Was that
God,
funny?
the was that the Australian or was that the American dude?
No, it's
Johnny
the
Somali was the American one.
Oh, right. Still, it's the Australian one I want to belt into about this. Fuck.
Oh God.
But you know what? It's okay though. It's so funny. Like when he said he was, saying he went to the demilitarized zone. You're all gonna be laughing like, not the North. We're all just gonna laugh and say maybe what if the North got their hands on him instead?
Oh God. Could you imagine? Oh God. Just imagine Johnny Somali live streaming from North Korea and disrespecting every single thing. Holy shit.
Oh my
Hey, the last guy that got kidnapped by North Korea ended up kind of dead when he got back to America. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's Now that's something. All right. Okay. So, let's get to the whole meat of the article here. Of course, the world's most hated payment processor has returned to the spotlight. This time, however, neither Visa nor MasterCard has coerced another Japanese retailer into removing contentious erotica to conform to their global audience. Instead, Visa's Japanese subsidiary,
Oh,
Visa
God.
Worldwide Japan Co., has made headlines for a different reason, holding a press briefing to outline its ambitious and expansion strategies within the country. The event, as reported by Impress Watch, highlighted Visa's plans to further entrench itself in Japan's evolving cashless economy. And
Cashless economy. There you go.
right, and that's been a very big thing too. Like, and it's not just Japan. Like, it's going crazy down here to the point. Well, like to use an anecdote down here, it's gone to the point where people are basically we're seeing the rise of pro cash advocates down here. It's insane.
Yeah, literally, because I mean, what the fuck are you gonna back up, your economy with? Air?
Right. And then there's the whole talking about, the digital government endorsed dollary do.
Fuck that.
Oh,
See, this is the thing I find fascinating. Visa and Mastercard are basically at the top of the food chain when it comes to currency and money.
Right, like
They
payment
have
I
the
mean-
ability. They have the ability to basically ruin somebody, and here they are, trying to dictate what you can and can't say. This is the kind of power any government would dream of being able to enforce.
I mean, but get this. I mean, this is the biggest problem, too. Sure, they can be all high and mighty, too, until, their CEO catches lead from behind somewhere in New York. Hi, United Health. How's it going?
and bam, bam, bam.
Yep. And besides, I mean, not only that, but, I mean, on a side note, I mean, the guy that assassinated the CEO, he had some very strange cryptic markings on the bullet casings that, yeah, he just put him 6 feet under with.
I'm honestly just surprised at how unhinged people can be with things in this world.
I mean, here's the funny thing. This is not the world that we grew up in, that's for sure, too. And,
Oh no, it is. It's just advanced to this point. So
It
I'm
has.
kind of curious. What exactly was forwarded? What else was in that news segment that might be interesting to us?
Right. So Visa
God.
has decided, if Visa strives to facilitate legal and legitimate purchases where possible. There are instances where the company must restrict usage to quote unquote protect the brand, and they've done this with and they've done like restricted payments for on sites selling adult content brackets, which is legal in Japan. And
Now,
so
hold on a minute. Were they saying that adult material, whether it's illegal or not, they want to block it?
no, this adult content legal, which is legal in Japan, they're basically restricting it just to to cover Visa's image. Right.
They got more things to worry about at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like citing brand protection as their reason. And so you've got a whole list of sites like these on Japan which have that are down for that are unable to process payments from Visa and MasterCard. Because they just basically sold adult content, which was of course legal in Japan.
Typical. Of course, I mean, like the way how these big boomer CEOs, they are, they're gonna keep on pushing people until some people just fucking snap.
Now, here's the thing: like the Japanese side, like from the Japanese standpoint of this, is that they're worried that all of this stuff, that this overreach that Visa and Mastercard are doing, are basically stifling freedom of content creation, and all that, because it basically like limits them to a moral standard. Like if you
Yeah.
if you want to monetize, make a profit off adult content, then nah, you have to go through some other avenue that's not Visa or Mastercard.
Now, oh, all right. Listen, if it's, I mean, it's no surprise that it is, stifling, that kind of economy per se too. But I mean, just overreaching a little too much. Well, I mean, as we've seen and heard, that's just only like I mean, what happened in New York with good old Brian Thompson boy, who is now 6 feet under. I mean, that's just one of the many outcomes that could happen at this point.
Right, but the whole thing like health insurance versus thingo is a whole different sort of.
I mean, that is, of course, the health insurance too is important, and so is payments and whatnot too, right? But
Right.
the thing is, yeah, but the thing is, I mean, when people are in that high a position, they tend to ignore the responsibility that is their fucking job, to make sure things run smoothly. Instead, I mean, those retards just put on a fucking tiny crown and stuff and just brand themselves like a little ruler of people too. That they have to bow down to him unless they shall face the executioner's block, whatever the fuck that would mean.
Hmm.
I mean, I've seen this a couple of times before too, and well, it always ends bad. I
Now,
mean, it's something that's been happening for like decades now. You've even seen about
he-
in news or whatnot too, and eventually, I mean, like, it's gonna come to a boiling point. No
right
surprising
now,
that.
to get back to the whole thing regarding payment process, I think we can all agree that both Visa and Mastercard have pretty much like have near market dominance, right?
Yeah, I mean, at least they do have the market dominance until some moron is going to ruin that. As like we've seen for like countless companies by far. Disney being the prime example of it too, I'd say, or even Sony too.
By
Azzy,
yeah, but I
do
mean
you have
in
anything to
Japan's
say?
case, they've got JCB, but and that's what I'm wondering is like, and this is one thing I don't see anymore. Where has American Express gone?
Literally, where
I think
have they gone?
Right? Like, have any of you two guys seen like somebody who paid for something using an American Express card or whatever? I
That's
haven't for
the
the longest time.
yeah, that's the weird part about it too. As a matter of fact, I mean, now that you
Mhm.
mentioned it, American Express.
Now, I have seen American Express cards sort of advertised, but as for people actually using it, no. What concerns me purely regarding this whole thing is that businesses that are either operating in a gray area or that are in fact perfectly legal, at least in Japan's sense, are being shut down by Visa and or MasterCard. Now, I don't know exactly how much MasterCard's also pushing for this or if they're just simply following suit with Visa. That
Or
is something
my
I'm interested in. But my concern is that there may be laws brought in where companies like this will be forced to support companies unless they can prove that they are in fact breaking the law in such a way that it needs to be stopped. Azzy, did you have any sort of concession towards this, or
uh, this is very like new to me. Like now I'm hearing this information, but it's processing a lot about this one. But I have heard about I I have heard about the Brian Thompson guy being shot and stuff. But uh, now now to this topic, I mean, in relations to the American Express card, I have seen people using that like around here. So,
fair,
So it's not
fair.
entirely. Yeah, I mean, it's the home. You're in America. It's the home of American Express.
But the
It's not
thing
gonna
is,
go away anytime soon.
but it could also be a whole lot more simple reason too. Maybe they're just irrelevant for some reason.
No, I mean American Express has seems to have higher fees more than anything else, and
Well, there
most
you
people
go.
seem. Like, at least that's what historically I found is that American Express seems to have like higher fees. and people aren't exactly encouraged, like a bit put off by that. But
and not and not to mention
yeah,
the shit economy too that we're all in. A lot of people have to work 2 to 3 jobs just to keep themselves afloat
right
and
now,
higher fees. Like what the fuck? Go
here's the
on.
thing. Here's a bit of a weird thing for you too. Like, oh, it's a couple of other little interesting remarks from our listeners to Boombox. Still waiting for Elon to make cat girls
Oh soon. Oh soon.
soon, right? Like maybe then, like maybe we might have our real whatever cat girls, anime generated cat girls, VR cat girls, whatever. You want it, you'll get it.
Yeah, I just watched some dude put down some $500,000 from Bitcoin on his like cat girl wife or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
sorry.
Go on.
go ahead.
Uh, I mean, for the cat girls one, I imagine him like putting a fursuit over a robot, and
There you
yeah,
go. That's one way of solving a problem.
It's a cheap way of doing it, I suppose.
Yeah, like you could even get like one of those Walmart cat masks and just shove it over the head of a robot. It's how simple can that be?
I-
That is a good point.
or just get a fucking furry head from Spirit Halloween and just put it right on.
Exactly. I like your thinking.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it all goes down the line too. It's because eventually, like all these robots are still brand new. They're not the
Oh well, give it
market
time.
staple as of yet.
Give it time. Give it time.
And just
Now,
watch all sorts of weird shit people are gonna do with it. I swear to God.
here's the thing though. To get back into this whole thing regarding visa and the whole sale of adult material. I mean, I know, I get it. It's adult material. It's questionable and all that, and you don't have to like it. But here's a little bit of an interesting thing that the article does say. I mean, yes, adult material is legal in Japan and a lot of other countries and all
Oh
that,
my
but
God.
then again, like there are some other niche demographics like furry, which the article says is far more sinister, harbors real life criminals, and
What the
and in
fuck?
this case of visa, like
Wait, what?
right,
What
for
the
real life
fuck?
criminal, furry fandom harboring real life criminals. Say it ain't so. What?
Huh? It's a fandom. Like literally. Oh my. These people are a bunch of two-piece suit wearing dumbasses too. I swear to God. There are criminals who even use their services for Visa and whatnot too.
Right, and yet
Yeah, and then just deny
Oh,
someone because they're furry. Are you fucking kidding me?
now here's where the hypocrisy in the whole brand protection thing that Visa's trying to do is getting at. Like if they want to
yeah.
ban Japanese adult content and yet be okay with things like, furry stuff, OnlyFans, and all that other shit, then isn't there a double standard?
Literally.
Pretty much.
Yep. Seems a little contradicting on their part.
Yeah, sounds to me like they're full of shit.
Oh yeah, that like
Yeah.
100%.
So basically, like you're right, it's just that, and then it's just also a matter of like control, which again, like what Noble was saying, if they if banks and financial institute processes have this kind of weaponized power, then yeah,
Or just watch them live long enough
I get
to fuck their
no,
stocks
I
harder
guess.
than Disney and Sony too.
I mean, there's that too, but I guess there's a couple of options that you have, like for pragmatism, that you have in hand. Which A, build your own payment processor. B, use cash or tangible physical assets like silver. C, use cryptocurrency.
Yeah, literally. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's kind of a little hard to tell too because, well, out of everything we use, our day-to-day basis are under attack because of these literal idiots.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God. Hey, Noble, what's one of the hardest Australian or New Zealander word for like dumbass? The harshest one you can think of.
I don't think I can say it on YouTube.
What about you, Jolt?
To be fair with you,
One
apart
that
from the
doesn't
whole
go too.
what you want something that's stronger than cunt and all that stuff. Well,
Yeah, one that doesn't go like over the top.
nah, I'm gonna hold off on that one for now.
Fair enough.
Probably gonna do the whole.
Yeah, yeah, you don't want to get demonetized or some shit.
Fair
Oh
enough.
no, no, you're right, right? You know, we rely on friggin' visa. Nah.
I
All
swear to
right.
God.
Yeah, but as you know, but you know what though? There's no real need to fuss too much about it though, because right now, you know what? There will be a new a new financial paradigm, and maybe payment processes might be left behind if people can take up mass adoption of like say crypto and all that
Uh, in my
because
honest,
crypto's been on the rise for quite a for the past couple of days. Again, I'm not offering financial advice or anything, but just a general observation.
yeah. I mean, for the time being, I'd say crypto is still a little too, I'd say strange to be honest over here. I'd prefer, the things that we use, except, we haven't all had these morons who would ruin themselves and take us all with them too. But who
Right.
knows? I mean, who knows? Maybe. I mean, I don't see it happening anytime soon, but chances are maybe Elon Musk himself could, just step in and, well, take action, I suppose, since these guys are clearly unable
See,
to.
that's what Doge is for.
I mean, not just. I mean, well, yeah, but I mean, I'm saying like because these morons are unable of basic reasoning too, right?
Right, right. We'll get to that too. But we've got some more stuff that we'll go through as well for the
Is it a
next
bit more
item.
mindless than this?
Possibly so. But it is very interesting to see, like all things considered.
Depending on what you mean
So
by mindless.
let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at what's next on. Oh,
Minecraft
um,
theme park land announced from Legoland developers. Holy shit.
God.
Now, hold on a minute. This to me sounds like Legoland is going to have a Minecraft segment now.
I mean, they've had a Minecraft segment in their in their light of products for quite a while now, and dare I say, it actually looks pretty dope. I like it. But of course,
Alright.
I mean, if they do manage to make a Legoland themed of Minecraft, hey, I mean that's all the better, right? Sure, hell, I mean it would be going to Disneyland these days.
here's now. Yeah, of course. I mean, considering that people are being priced out of Disneyland and more alternatives are coming out. I mean, heck, they've.
Dude,
I mean, you know what? Universal was gone so crazy that you can't even get a ticket at Universal Japan like Nintendo World because it's always sold out. It's that
literally,
popular.
yeah,
That's what
literally.
I've been told.
Maybe they need to open up more parks.
Right. You might actually
Again, I
have
mean
to
it,
open
it
another
just
new
makes
Universal studio somewhere around in another part of the world with Nintendo Land in it.
Right.
probably, but
I
the
mean,
thing,
heck. And we're also seeing the rise of other games and other pop culture theme parks because remember like some months back the Saudis announced they were building a Dragon Ball theme park.
oh god, they're gonna have a lot of visitors from Latin America.
Well,
I've got a
Saudi Arabia.
feeling that because of how uh, Disney have been handling their sort of situation,
Right.
smaller parks are deciding, well, it might be well worth our time investing. And this whole Legoland and Minecraft thing, if they're either expanding it or doing something new, well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, as long as it works. I mean, that's another thing too. Because because again,
Now, here's the thing, though.
go on.
Yeah. So now, Merlin Entertainment is
Wait,
developing Minecraft theme park lands for some of their attractions in the US and the UK. Yep.
huh?
And what would you do with $110 million? No, you would actually bring Minecraft and put it into a theme park.
Oh, there's even a little video too. Fuck it, let's watch it. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, look at that, a roller coaster, and of course, a little bees.
That's definitely going to send my stomach churning. Oof. I wonder how
Merlin
many people are going to throw
Minecraft.
up on that.
nope.
I mean,
Can't.
it's gonna be VR. It looks like it's gonna be like a VR style roller coaster. So I mean,
I
you
mean,
won't
who
be
said
like
it has to be
spewing.
all VR? Like,
Yeah, you
I
won't
mean,
be.
maybe they could actually bring like a real minecart style thing and do roller coaster like the old, legit the old fashioned way or whatever.
And get this, what a lot of these companies, which I do hope that they do realize too, is that about all the lore of Minecraft and whatnot, too, like the actual lore. Instead of coming up with something crazy that nobody ever heard of about like the Minecraft movie, and
Oh
Steve Black
god.
going, "I am Steve." Like,
Oh
I
my.
was about to get
what was
into the
that?
Minecraft live action movie at some point, and I'm just like, and now with this, I'm like,
Hey, here's a question. What does Dragon Ball and Minecraft have in common?
What?
What?
Live action movie failure.
well,
I
Well,
mean,
for
literally.
real.
oh, I know Dragon Ball Evolution is just
Yes, it
absolute
does,
shit.
Mizu.
It shouldn't be called Dragon Ball. It should just be called Evolution. Because
Right.
it's
Yeah.
I agree.
nothing.
And
Yeah,
yes,
so
Mizu, Minecraft has lore. I mean, sure, it has a little bit of story to it, of like hidden throughout the world and what have you. But there's even more lore, especially with other players too. Considering all the days of Xbox 360 and whatnot too,
Right.
there used
I,
to be like a lot of a lot of content from way back in the day that still lives in a lot of people's hearts and whatnot too. And believe it or not, a lot of people still, keep on going back at it too. Especially, they take like the old they call the old mods, or actually mods and maps, whatever works on the more modern Minecraft versions, and they'll play it, especially with like what horror mods. I've seen quite a couple of them doing that, or Halloween's, this and that and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. But of course, I mean, it won't matter much unless you know the unless like the two unless the suits would do their do fuck would do their due diligence and you know get to our level.
right.
Oh, look at that.
So
Could you
now,
highlight also other Mizu's comments too? Oh my god, I feel so special. They call my name. Hi, mom.
you mean this one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
all
All
right.
right, so this is I feel this is something actually fun to
Yeah.
see.
Like if you just imagine it, like you've basically built this whole thing, like a world full of nothing but square blocks covered in all sorts. Like they legit go all in on this whole square blocks thing, like square like polygonal mountains and all of that. Like the whole 9 yards is legit. And the coaster there, like that you saw, is like it's actually like full on.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Legoland wants to do this
Mhm.
and wants to do this, it's like, of course they want to own anything that's related to blocks and cubes and
Yeah.
shit.
Well,
Well, I
look,
mean,
to me it looks like so at the moment. Does Lego own or have any sort of stake in Minecraft?
well,
I believe there might have been a Lego Minecraft game or something.
No,
Or
no,
a
I
couple of
mean more
sets.
business relation, like shares or something. I've
No.
seen the
Have a look.
Minecraft Lego stuff. Lego a long time ago decided to start, pitching in with other franchises and producing like Lego sets for it, and it's basically what's caused their whole brand to explode. But my curiosity is whether or not this is just another quote unquote partnership with the Minecraft brand, or if Lego does actually have some sort of stake or investment in Minecraft or vice versa.
There's a possibility about that. There's a possibility. But, if it's one thing that I'll wish to see again from Lego is Bionicle. Just as a lot of people would, I imagine,
Mhm.
too.
Now
Well, at
here's
least people are fans of the franchise at that point.
here's the thing though. We don't know if it's going to be either a a little segment in Legoland, or if they're going to build a full-on Minecraft park.
I
Now, if you
mean, I'm not. I'm no entrepreneur per se, but like, it should be obvious, that they should always, start small. Like, sure,
yeah,
go for a small a small
right.
segment in Legoland, and then as like revenue and all the goods come in, then you can start planning about the big things.
That's
Which
pretty
by
much what
then,
Nintendo did too. Like they
yes,
piggybacked off of Universal with a small segment of Nintendo World that had Mario in it, and bam, instant popularity.
exactly. But the thing is that you really want to know what you're doing, right? The real reason why a lot of, let's say, the real reason why the Mario movie became popular is because they knew exactly what they were doing. If they dared to fuck up, too bad, they get, like Mario and Nintendo fans up their ass so hard, right?
Hmm.
Matter of fact, I
Yeah.
mean, it even makes me wonder too, like, sure, there's the Mario, but what about Star Fox and what have you, right?
Oh, there's still so much untapped potential in it, but we'll just have to see
Exactly.
where they're gonna go with it.
Now, of
Now,
course, I mean, not just the MCA takedown request, hey, Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
now, next thing about that, we'll get to that in a bit though. But now here's an interesting thing that we're gonna see in the Minecraft theme park. What they're gonna do? They're gonna try out these what we call digitally enabled real life experiences and touch points that will let players unlock content in the game that comes exclusively for their park.
Well, I'm fucked. I mean, I'm pretty much not just myself, but a couple other people too. Would go for part of Minecraft too, because well, it's a game. We want to play a game, not a fucking live service.
Yeah.
Anyhow, keep on
But
going.
yeah, so it's pretty insane though. Like these guys, Merlin Entertainments, they got a pretty impressive portfolio so far of
Wait a
theme parks and
moment.
that sort of thing. And city center attractions. Like they've got Lego, Peppa Pig. So they work with those sorts of things. So it's going to be really interesting that because for them to to bring Minecraft into the physical world in that fashion, and and there's a lot that you can still explore in Minecraft, like and it's not just the minecart coasters, like a ride, into what the never and the end and all that. There's still a lot you can do.
There's also another thing too. I mean, hey Jolt, while you were talking, I've managed to rub two and two together, like any human being capable of basic rationing. But imagine this: Minecraft pirate exhibition. That's perfect, isn't it?
Right?
It should be, or at least I fucking hope it would be, because I swear to God.
Yeah, like not something.
Yeah.
I get you. But but you know what though? Now come to think of this though, like some of this early concept art that they're thinking, like it makes you wonder how they're gonna pull this off aesthetically. Like, if everything is square blocks and like the remotest like bit of an elevation change is represented by a square block, does this mean that we're not gonna get any like little slopes in the park? They're just gonna be like hopping over a spit.
I mean, Jolt, if you look at your screen, there's a slope over there.
Right, right, right. You've got to think about accessibility for the for the disabled.
Of course, I mean that's also a huge thing as well too. And what should be obvious as well too is that a lot of the the Minecraft parks are not gonna be, let's say, 110% authentic to game experience too. You know, having blocks, I mean, the half your size.
Right.
Holy shit!
Right. Like, or imagine, heck, if you did a minecart coaster and it had like a loop de loop, then yeah.
Oh god, imagine all the sharp turns on my carts. Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, it would be actually perfect for like they build the whole aesthetic out of it, and it's like just truly, truly, truly genuine. Like you could basically say, kudos for replicating authenticity. But yeah, but in the real world, we all know, yeah, you've got to design for like functionality.
And also planning as well too, because you know this shit ain't cheap, especially in today's post Bidenomics, I would say.
Right.
Well, in that case, let's just hope like theme parks like these will become, more affordable for the family because people are getting priced out of Disney World. And and speaking of this sort of thing, it's hoped that they will be targeting, family, people with children, families, and all that because I'm
Oh, and the
seeing a bit
fans
of
too.
disconnect with the core demographic who it's for because the Minecraft live action movie is all janky
Yeah,
and all that.
that was a fucking joke.
Right, like who
Holy
even was the
shit.
Minecraft live action movie for anyway?
Yeah, they spent zero. I mean, zero attempts in researching the core Minecraft functionality, the lore, what have you. Even as well, too, like there are, I mean, thousands upon thousands of YouTubers just fucking around, with the game. Just, with some very interesting things. Hey, what if this happens? Hey, what if that happens?
From the
Here's the. Let me throw you a little freebie too. If you spawn a piglin from the nether into the overworld, they turn into a zombie piglin. There you go.
Yeah,
So
no.
for myself, because I wasn't really that much into Minecraft, it's the same with cats.
Hmm. The movie
That's
was.
how I felt
Oh God.
because cats and Minecraft, the live action movies, seem well, quote unquote live action, if you could call that, with cats. It
eh,
had the same sort of effect of who is this for? Why is this being made? Why the fuck are you making this movie? Response, and it's honestly just depressing.
yeah, like what the
It,
fuck is the point of it all?
money,
Yeah,
I
money
like
down the
money.
drain.
Oh.
Yeah.
And like that fucking the Last Airbender movie. Oh my God, that was horrible. For live
Yeah.
action.
It seemed to me that for some reason, out of somewhere, Sony had gotten a fetish for just burning money. Let's just
Oh yeah.
waste away money with visually
Hold on,
pleasing
Gil.
slop.
Did you just say Sony?
Yep,
The very movie, the very company that produced the movie, what was it? The Emoji Movie, when they could have done Popeye.
it was Illumination Studios, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure Sony did the Emoji Movie when they could have done Popeye instead.
And even then,
Oh
Emoji Movie
boy.
seems to have, been an absolute cluster. Yeah, Sony, Sony was just, produced by Columbia Pictures, Sony Pictures Animation, and distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. So yeah, and that, if you remember, was an absolute mess of a movie which I skipped.
There was a release on the internet of a demo for what could have been the Popeye movie, and it was great.
Yeah.
Its rating, man, was fucking hilarious.
Mhm.
Alice!
Uh-huh.
Are you talking about the one with Robin Williams or?
No, this is just like a 1 minute test for the actual what could have been the Popeye movie.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious.
It was such a. It really did sound like a missed opportunity for them at all.
Literally. I mean, what the
Right.
fuck was just the point of it all, too?
Now that we think about it, with all of this, though, I think if I'm being honest, Minecraft might just be the big thing to actually work and be a convincingly decent theme park segment, if even at Legoland.
I mean, I swear to God, at this point, I mean, it's kind of no surprise if Minecraft went from this indie project into this multi-billion project that whole companies keep trying to kill each other over it.
Like a certain World of Pals.
Oh God.
Oh man! Oh yeah, that reminds me. I can't believe that Palworld has basically gone in with and done a collaboration with Terraria.
Who and what's Terraria?
Oh, the 2D Minecraft
You
like
old
thing, but
boomer.
it's still super duper popular. It's like like Minecraft, but you build you knock down blocks and all and mine stuff, but it's only in 2D.
Yeah, but of course,
And
I mean, we all know, I mean, that a 2D and 3D are completely different worlds.
indeed, and I can't believe they actually just managed to pull it off. Like dude, it is friggin' legit. Palworld is going all in. They're making the collab. They've got new content on the way, and they're absolutely not friggin' scared of Pokemon, lowballing them for whatever it's worth.
That's typical of Nintendo.
But the fact is that Palworld is still Palworld keeps trucking on strong. Just basically is a testament to how committed they are
Literally.
to their game.
Yeah.
And and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. I got Palworld. I really got to get back into playing Palworld, and I've missed quite a lot of it, dude.
I mean, can't really blame yourself too much, right?
I know life and all that, and yeah, it kind of got slow, like because I got stuck. I kind of got into the whole like level 40 slow period, but yeah, I gotta catch up big. I need to catch up big, but yeah. But what do you think? Is to close this all off? Like, is this a theme park you'd really got your sights set on?
Fuck
Like in the
yeah.
next couple of years?
Fuck yeah if it takes off.
As much as I don't like roller coasters and shit because it's kind of like,
I mean, you'd be happy to know that DEI these days is on, certain downfall.
right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thankfully, know that, I mean, the DEI is no longer becoming a thing, thank God. Good fucking riddance, I say, too.
Yeah, honestly, I think I would probably check out the Minecraft theme park. I mean, of course, I'm not the biggest Minecraft aficionado, but not just for the novelty.
Of course, there'll be plenty more to it, too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what's all
Right.
that beeping?
Laptop.
Joy.
Okay, so we've got another item for to cover for the week, and
what
we
would
are
that be?
yes, we are covering the. I don't know what this company is or stands for anymore. It's just the company that has changed its symbol. The company that was once Jaguar. No.
Oh, God.
Right. So
Oh,
they've
look at
done this.
that.
So
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh wait, I
fill you
thought
in.
Jaguar was a fashion company. Why are they
Right,
selling
right.
cars?
Like to fill you guys in, Jaguar has rebranded. They've released this weird zany commercial of designer clothes in space, if you could even call it that. And that left us, scratching our heads. Do they make cars? Do
Jaguar.
they make clothes? Or what's all this? Like, why are people also zanily dressed? And what's up with the new tagline that they've made? Copy nothing.
Oh, God. Yeah, repairing those is going to be a bitch.
Right. And now they've done the whole thing for a new car that they're coming out, Type 00. Unmistakable,
Oh, God.
unexpected, dramatic.
Literally.
Oh my god.
Right, and this is what they've come up with. Like, dude, and what you're seeing here is like what you're seeing the design here is basically like what would you describe this as? Like, post no like neo futuristic vaporwave sort of thing.
This
Gone like
looks
dialed up to 11.
this looks all aesthetic, zero reliability. It even makes the Cybertruck look decent.
Wait, that was possible?
Yeah.
What the like? I don't even like the design of the either. Like it looks ugly as hell.
Right.
Right. Looks like fucking Jack Gaywar.
Mm-hmm.
Jacques Bidor.
Yeah. And this is what they said, like in their press release, they're capturing their original ethos to copy nothing, and this is what they come up with.
What the fuck? Copy
Even
nothing.
Back to the Future 2 wouldn't approve of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure, this is gonna turn a lot of heads, but people are gonna look at you like you're fucking insane.
Right.
Yeah. And go on.
Sorry. And I thought the Cybertrucks were bad.
Yeah, like you said, this makes the Cybertruck look decent.
Yeah.
Now hang on. Here's a little interesting detail of two of these interesting colors. That pink and that blue. And they're saying it reflects iconic Art Deco, and the other one is British heritage.
Huh?
But if you look a little bit closer, and there's some other infamous things with the same color scheme. No. And besides, it's the wrong shade of blue for the flag of the United Kingdom.
Literally. I can only imagine, like when someone's just gonna try to turn that into a race car.
Oh, actually.
Oh, believe me.
No, it won't be, because you know what league this new Jaguar is ever going to be eligible for? The
For what?
electric one. Because yes, they're going all out and they're doing the whole electric car thing now.
What a joke.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. Jaguars. Here's the comedy show. Jaguars are infamous for having electrical problems in their normal cars, like even stretching all the way back from many decades ago. And for them to even actually attempt a full-blown electric car, knowing
Like,
full
what the
well
fuck are they expecting?
Right, even knowing full well that they have a history of electrical problems that stretches way back, this is a comedy show just waiting to happen.
Literally.
And I know this for a fact firsthand, because I used to have I used to work for this guy, who ran a mechanic shop. His wife owned a Jaguar, and an old one, a big 90s Jaguar sedan.
Right.
I even got to drive it too. No, but I'm not here to brag. I'm just here to say that the Jaguar in question ran into the infamous electric problems with with the powered windows and all that, and a whole host of other things.
Typical.
And of course, it just led to them saying, the Jag is a shit car.
Literally. I'm glad they were able to come to that conclusion. But I'm sad for them that they got scammed in that regard.
So, out of curiosity, what is the Jaguar worth?
It really depends. Like, I mean, are we talking about the price of a typical new Jaguar car, or Jaguar stock price?
Price of a new one.
Okay, of course.
Hold on.
All right, new Jaguar 2024. Let's have a look, because they are considered luxurious cars here.
You're better off.
49 grand, apparently.
Oh,
you're
yeah?
better
Very
off with a
lucky.
bowl of ramen.
Well, that's certainly
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, for a big luxury, Jaguar car.
And
Yeah,
and
it's
the
very
Jaguar and the Jaguar XF is like. Oh wait, no. I-Pace is like 72 grand.
All right, that's definitely a correct thing. Or what about the most popular SUV, the Jaguar F-Pace? That's going to be
Oh
quite a bit
god.
because
The F, well, the F Type is like 77 grand.
but that's
So
the F-Type is a sports car. Not we're talking about the
Yeah,
F-Type, the F-Pace, which is a like a little miniature SUV that's a bit more present.
I'd rather go with a Ford F-150.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Jaguar F-Pace starts at $58,375 for this sort of SUV. But you're right. Value
And with all
proposition
this money,
wise, yeah.
with all
No.
this money, they can't build decent cars. They can only build overpriced POSs.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Overpriced jokes on wheels, I'd say. Where you're the punchline.
Yeah, and even then, people are inherently squeamish about owning a European car to begin with because they're not exactly known for reliability, among other
Yeah,
things.
tell me about it.
So really, there's just really not much to go about that though. But I just love how pretentious this thing looks completely. And you're right. It even makes the Cybertruck look so decent because they've gone over the top with these radical lines and neo-futuristic style.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, dude, what even is this interior anyway? Look at
It looks like something of an iPad kid would enjoy when they grow up.
Mhm.
right, and
Literally.
yeah, and why the heck the whole long divider and everything else? It's
Yeah, like what the fuck is the point of divider? Holy shit, that looks super uncomfortable too. What the hell is that?
Oh my god. What are they
What
thinking with
the
this?
fuck is that?
Oh, I know where they got the design from. The Jetsons.
I mean, you're not wrong at this point.
hey, even like the bubble car that Homer Simpson made would actually be preferable to drive.
That was a good
Literally.
one.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That little station wagon that you were driving. Oh yeah. Now that'd be more reliable. And probably more fuel efficient than whatever the fuck this is.
Mhm. Right, and the only thing and this little side piece that's on the door thing, you know what? The only thing that I saw that had an opening side flap thing was that car from Final Fantasy 15.
Oh
Wait, that
lord.
was a car?
Yeah. I mean, Final Fantasy 15. Long story short, it was a game about a road trip, and they had this fancy Rolls Royce thing, and a futuristic car that an engine on its side flaps. Really, really too out there, but you know what? Yeah.
So did Final Fantasy got
Oh no,
got your design?
Final Fantasy was like years ahead of the curve.
Oh
Jaguar
yeah.
just
Oh yeah, yeah,
played
yeah.
catch up.
That I know, but like, I mean, do they were like going for like going for the moonshiner design for the Prohibition era?
Right? Like you said, they have so many of these Art Deco motifs, and yet, mm-hmm. Oh god, I would. It's just so much. This is like peak modern at its absolute worst. I don't know what to say. But
Yeah.
speaking of other things that have been rebranded, no, well, we've got a perfect segue to something that's also gone through a rebrand. Let's move away from Jaguar.
Oh.
Mozilla is
Ah,
rebranding.
yes. Now,
Oh boy.
that's a pretty weird looking dinosaur. It looks like they're trying to copy the whole Chrome thing.
Literally.
Right, so that's basically got a number like an I and a 3, and it basically what? looks supposed to look like a dinosaur's mouth or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
what the
my
fuck is that supposed
assumption.
to mean?
That's the new design for Mozilla Firefox.
What? What the fuck?
So what are they gonna call now? If they're gonna ditch Firefox, what are they gonna call that? The Mozilla Green Dino?
No
It,
idea.
it, it looks like something
But
you use to access the deep web.
it looks like they're going to toss out the whole Fox thing now.
Why?
I have no idea.
I mean, that's one thing people really love about Mozilla Firefox, and now this.
Hmm.
Oh boy, hope they know what they're doing.
Right.
Do they ever really?
I don't think so, but let's keep watching where this train wreck keeps on going too.
I don't think
I
they
mean,
would know what they're doing
I
at all.
don't know exactly know what to make of the whole Mozilla remake, considering I haven't. I mean, I use Firefox on a stint, or if the other computers have Firefox, but yeah, what the heck? So they basically made a new Mozilla font and that Dino thingy mabob. So that's their whole new logo.
Which is honestly, it just feels so unnecessary to me, anyways.
And this is what the whole mascot thingy looks like.
What?
Basically a pixelized sort of silhouette dinosaur, and like that you'd see in like a NES game or something.
Yeah, I mean, like, it looks like a Godzilla video game from the DOS era.
Right. And I mean, look at the whole merch they're selling. Reclaim,
Reclaim the internet. Fair enough.
Mozilla themed Vino, Mozilla themed, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes.
and it's odd, really, because like and the whole branding thing. Like when you think dinosaur, like what do you think? When you see dinosaur, like what do you think? What does that
Slow.
evoke?
That
Personally,
is
I think
slow.
Chrome.
Chrome. Oh yeah,
Google
the little
Chrome,
dinosaur.
because their little dinosaur thing they have got going with it.
Yeah. There's that one there too.
All right, so let's have a look and see like what this whole rebrand thing, what they're potentially saying. Well, you can say what they're saying, like Mozilla, the flag symbol highlights our activist spirits. Reclaim the
Activist.
and of course, like they're saying, built from the M of Mozilla and a pixel that is conveniently displaced to reveal a wink, this iconic Tyrannosaurus Rex symbol, and all of that. And yeah, and that's why and they basically integrated it with something like to transform it to the digital age, something.
Was it really necessary?
Not sure, but if that's the whole new thing they're going. I mean, I've seen crazier and I've seen worse. Of course, Jaguar, but I mean, yeah, Jaguar just went away and did a font, and now
Oh
we've got
boy.
colors. They're doing black and white, no nonsense, sturdy base, white or green palette that is quintessential with nature and non-profits that make it their mission to better the
Huh?
world.
Huh? What?
Yeah, it sounds like
Wait, what?
Mozilla's gone full woke. So at what point are they going to start putting in?
Ads or some bullshit about begging you money, right?
No.
Hey, can you please?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about monitoring what you're doing and then slapping you on the back of the wrist when you post or say something you shouldn't have by fully disabling.
literally.
Well, your web browser.
Yeah,
This
literally.
is concerning.
Very concerning too. I swear to God. Why is this even a thing to begin with?
I mean, either way, like for all that though, even if you don't like Mozilla or Firefox or whatever, the browser market is still pretty saturated with lots of other viable options. So
Yeah, literally. I just hope it's worth, for what people
I mean,
go
it
and
makes me
get
wonder
themselves into.
what even the former creator of Firefox, Brendan Ike, would think about this. But it doesn't matter because he's got his own browser that he's working on, Brave, which I dare say is better.
Well, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to say so too.
But yeah. But it just feels so friggin' crazy. Like why all the you're seeing all these businesses like transform and rebrand for the modern era, and all you see are like vomit-inducing designs. Like what the heck is up with that? What are your thoughts on all this?
Mm-hmm.
So when I sit here and think about this, it's probably because they want to go for a new design. It's not unusual for companies like Microsuck International to turn around and just completely wipe the slate clean and go with a new design. It's not unusual. It does happen a fair bit more than I'd like.
Literally. After Windows 7, right? Which was their. I mean, I would say at the top of their game, uh, they're not just copying the iOS. And why? Like what's the point of that?
Pretty sure Windows 7 was the last actual functional operating system, and now the rest of it's just bleh.
Tell me about it. I mean, it was so good too that I even seen this with people that say going out of their way to rebuild themselves a complete separate machine just so they can enjoy Windows 7.
Mm. All
Nowadays,
right.
nowadays, got
So
nothing of that anymore.
so that it would be all the time that we've got for the week, and I'd say there's a bunch of interesting things to go through.
Aw,
So
so soon.
I know that's all the time we've got, but right now, though, who'd like to make a quick, I guess, closing statement about what we've gone through for the week?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can say this as well for everyone. What I'll say the same thing is, what the fuck, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a good note to end it on. Okay, Azzy, got any
Um.
closing thoughts?
Well, the first story I'm kind of new on, but like I said, I did hear of the thing that happened with the Brian Thompson guy of the CEO of something, and and now the now the anime one with that whatever it is,
Credit
and
card company?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, the company, especially when they're saying like some stuff about like furries and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know. I kind of look at it as a little cringe, but like, shit. I mean,
Oh,
like,
you know what even the worst part is too?
Mm.
what?
It's because I mean you just know I mean like all these companies and whatnot too. You're being led by some very mentally questionable people who are gonna fuck it all up. Yeah, I mean like in the same route as Disney and
Yeah.
Sony,
I mean,
and
unfortunately, that
they're
seems to be a commonality these
yeah,
days.
and unfortunately, I mean, what I fear is that they're all gonna take us down the most too. Oh yeah, I just remembered something as well too. Hey Jolt,
Yeah.
why did they choose that particular image? You know, with the head of Japan, Japan Visa bullies their customers. Like,
I'm questioning that as well.
what was the point of that? You know?
Why the heck did all those pictures and all that? Like, it's again, it's all the sorts of stuff like regarding adult content that is legally sold in Japan, like things like, and even the more questionable stuff like lolicon.
You
What?
gotta be 18 or older to ride the meat. No exceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's Lolicon? Because I've heard that been brought up a few times, but
All
didn't really
right,
Oh my
bother researching it.
god.
Noble, Noble.
Cringe.
Here's a fun game for you. Replace the word lolly with the word children, and then you can see what it stands
Oh
for.
my god.
Ah, okay. That's the reason why it needs to be
Oh god.
basically nuked from existence.
Right. Well,
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Understood.
Because that's yeah. I mean it. Jeez. I mean, Lolly shouldn't even exist to begin with. Like
Yeah, that's what they
it's
call it. That's what they call it, jailbait.
oh yeah. Yeah, it's. Ugh.
Right. Yeah, but and even then, Visa's basically guarding itself from even more tamer adult content than that.
You gotta be 18 or older to ride the meat. No exceptions.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, any other thoughts on the other stuff, Azzy?
Oh, I was about to say like the Minecraft thing. Now it wouldn't surprise me that Lego Land wants to like do the fucking Minecraft themed park or some shit because like I said, they have a block fetish apparently.
I mean, that's not too much of a stretch. I
Yeah,
mean, and as a matter of fact, even blocks would be their identity too, right?
yeah, block. Yeah, block is their pronoun. Yeah, and now the Jaguar cars. Oh my god, don't even get me started on those because oh my, it's like it makes the fucking Cybertrucks look better, look like they're 1984 like Cadillacs. It's like it's it's like
Hmm.
literally that bad. It's
Yeah, like what the fuck was the point of it all?
yeah, and like I said, even Back to the Future Part 2 wouldn't even approve it with those cars because of how ugly they look and how
Matter of
absolutely
fact,
idiotic that idea is.
now that I mean you've mentioned about that too, everyone ever played Halo 3 ODST, where your lonely ODST travels through the empty streets? Oh yeah, they had more practical car designs on that game.
I mean, Jaguar's thing is basically like retrofuturism gone like taken to the worst extremes, and Halo's at least is more sensible. Even most
Literally.
sci-fi stuff had like sensible and yet fitting designs.
Yeah.
And yet
I would
sci-fi makes more sense than reality. Would you look at
I
that?
would I would take a Jetsons more I would take a Jetsons uh flying car other than that garbage. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, I mean, you could even get some more reliability of the Flintstones Yabba Dabba Doo mobile,
Yeah, I'd rather take that than the fucking
right?
even though it would probably fuck up your feet, but like whatever.
Yep. At
All
least
right,
that.
and Noble.
Well, to start off with, I personally liked the Mindless Craft one. I really did. It's a good story to talk about. The whole anime thing, taking a stab at. Well, it wasn't anime, it was Visa, wasn't it? Taking a
Yeah, it
stab at the
would.
furry community and the anime
It's
and
yeah.
manga community. It's like, you want to cancel things that aren't illegal or in the gray area. Yeah, good luck with that because you might find the wrong people getting pissed off, especially the ones in the government,
Oh,
because
tell me
employees
about
always.
it.
Anyway,
Tell me
uh,
about it.
I just hope we can have good news next time because I'm getting tired of all this stupid shit. I don't want to see some car company trying to be like a fashion show or something. It's just
I mean, it's not really all bad news. It's more of a joke if you can think about it.
No,
well,
I
Ben
would
and
say
Jerry's pissed me off at this point with the ads that I see because there's nothing about ice cream, and in Australia we're not used to Ben and Jerry's. So it's like a Jaguar car company. It's like, well, I'm not familiar with the car company, and yet you want to, show fashion shit. It's like, okay. And then these designs, they look like, I swear someone was watching the Jetsons on LSD or something.
Yeah, I mean, even again as well too. Someone could pay me, Elon Musk's fortune, and I would not change the tires on that thing. It looks more like a goddamn fashion show prop than anything else. Literally.
hmm
Bro.
What about you, Jolt?
Well, I suppose I've added in like all my little thoughts though. It's just I'm just still happy to curate a bit of a couple of interesting things. Like we're just happy to watch a lot of the good things sprinkled in with watching how crazy society has gotten in terms of just not just coming up with absolutely mind-bendingly crazy designs, but yeah,
Even the comically retarded ones too.
yeah. But I suppose that's pretty much what we've got for the week. And again, I'd like to say some things do happen under there's some circumstances, but I'm just happy. You know what, the world turns, and I'm just happy to make it work. So again, to all I say, thank you for sticking with us for the ride, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did making it. As
Well,
always, we can find our episodes on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, TuneIn, Play.fm, iHeartRadio, and BitChute, and more.
and
So,
of course, thank you guys for joining in, and we hope to see you guys in the next one. Don't drive a Jaguar. At least drive a, Jetsons bubble car, yabba dabba doo.
Or The
Volvo,
Simpsons.
that is all. Volvo. Well, till next time.